up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jada. If you are new here, be sure to subscribe before y'all start this video. Today I really wanted to get into like my day-to-day life. I know in my previous videos, or one of my previous videos when I talked about me graduating, I believe it's titled becoming the AKA and like my career path. I really didn't go into it because I didn't know, like, you know, if I really was gonna join funeral services or become a student of funeral services. So I really just wanted to give y'all like a background, like, of how I got into being a funeral service student. I'm from Virginia, by the way, so here, at least where I live, my community college that's near me, they have a funeral service program. So some universities, they might have a program and some may not. No colleges or universities near me have a funeral service program. I know ODU, they had a cadaver class. I didn't get to do that class, or I didn't get to do that class because of the pandemic. So how did I get here? So I wanted to go to medical school to become a pathologist, which is also known as a medical examiner, but I didn't want to do the schooling. So I ended up watching Buried by the Bernards on Netflix. It's a black owned funeral home, and the TV show was just about like their day-to-day life, and I really enjoyed watching it and like what they do, and I was like, I think I want to do that. So my community college, they have a 2-year program, and I believe you have to do a internship, and it has to be about 3,000 hours, I want to say. So in order to join the program, you have to do I had to do 2 prerequisites, and then I was able to join because I had just came from getting my bachelor's degree, so I had a lot of classes under my belt already. So that's kind of how I got into like wanting to do that. Nobody in my family is into funeral services. Like, nobody does this as a career. My father, he thought about it for sure. He thought about being a medical examiner. My grandmother, I know, when she was a nurse, she used to, I want to say she worked in the morgue a little bit, maybe something like that. But as I've gotten into this career path, my family has been very interested. I can say that for sure. Like, they want to hear like about my stories and like what goes on like day to day. One of the points I wanted to get into was, how do I deal with death? Obviously, you know, not only in the prep room or the embalming room, but front and center, you have families who have just lost their loved one. And when I work services, I really will say I personally get emotional, especially when that person resembles like someone from my family, or, you know, that could be my grandmother, my mom, my dad. I for sure get emotional. And one of the funeral directors who I love, she is very open about her emotions, and, you know, she's not afraid to cry because, you know, it is a sad time. Some might be more I don't want to say cold, but more disconnected sometimes, and I guess for them it's better to stay disconnected but still connect with the family in another way, if that makes sense. But yeah, as far as working, like, you know, the services, memorial services and things like that, it definitely can be emotional. But back in the prep room, the embalming room, y'all gonna think I'm weird, but y'all, I'm not weird, but I take pride in, like, this is this person's last bath that I'm giving them, you know what I mean, their last bath. I'm cleaning them, you know, making sure they look presentable so that the family can see their loved one for the last time. I really take, like, that's an honor to do that for somebody. And it might seem cliche to say that, but I really do mean it. Like, doing that person's makeup, their nails, blow drying their hair, doing their hair, making sure they look presentable, washing their face, shaving their face, you know, like stuff like that. Because if that was my loved one, I would want somebody to take care of them just as well as I'm taking care of their loved one. You get what I'm saying? So I really do take pride in that. It's something I do enjoy doing. So I'm still learning like the ins and outs of it. As far as death goes, yeah, I think the more emotional side is actually being out there with the family, and you know, if they do like a PowerPoint, seeing the family's photos together, and you know, knowing the backstory of that person and how much they are loved. I think that's what brings out more of the emotions, rather than in the prep room. You know, it's more calm out there. You know, I just see this person for who they are, and I just make sure they look nice, they look presentable, they're clean, washed, whatever, you know, the requests that the family have, I make sure that I carry them out. So yeah, I hope I explained that well. But the next point I wanted to get into, yeah, embalming. This jacket getting on my nerves. Embalming is just preserving the body, disinfecting the body, and just restoring the body so that the family can just come and give their last goodbyes. So that's really what we're doing back there. It's a pretty simple process in my opinion. It takes about an hour. Like I said, I'm still a student, so I'm back there with the people that are licensed. I'm not licensed yet. So, and also going into getting my license, like I said, I have to finish the 2-year program at the community college, and then I have to take the boards and make sure that I get my 3,000 hours of internship done. So yeah, so far I really enjoy my job. It can be tiresome, so I'm not going to school only for embalming. I'm going to school for funeral directing as well. So being a funeral director is not easy. The hours are crazy. So I'm still trying to figure out if that's something that I want to do. But so far I've been enjoying it. I'm really gonna try to stick it out. So that's really like my day-to-day, because my family asks questions, my friends ask questions like, do you really be working with the deceased? Yes, I do. And I can honestly say, like, it's not all that bad. Like, they're not, you would think it would be scarier than what it is. I guess the first time I really seen a deceased person, it was kind of scary because I was left in a room alone with them. So that was kind of scary, but I mean, what they gonna do? What they gonna do? So yeah, it's not that bad. The worst thing I would say, if you're back in the prep room or the embalming room by yourself, is a lot of heavy lifting. It can be hard on your back. I really will say that. And so, and you know, like the smells and stuff, but over time you get used to it, and most people don't really have like a bad smell to them. Like, it's like a normal, you know, deceased person smell, but it's not that bad. Sometimes, not gonna lie, the smell hit the back of your throat, you be like, and I be having to step out. But like on a regular day-to-day, like, it be chill. And my coworkers are really nice. I love my husband. Ooh, child. Ooh, child. Child, I love that my husband here. Ooh, my husband, child. My husband is very into this, so I'm glad like I have somebody like to come home to, and like he's so interested in it because he thought about going down this path as well. So it's so nice to come home, like my family interested, my husband, he interested. So yeah, it's nice to like have somebody to talk to about this. So yeah, if anybody is interested in pursuing this, I really would say really try to see if maybe you can start working at a funeral home. I will say for me, I was trying to do this before the pandemic and during the pandemic, and nobody would really hire me. So it's very hard to get into a funeral home depending on where you live. But I really will say work there, get to know people, you know, connect with them, And yeah, you don't know, you never know like what might happen. You know, you really might end up liking it or you might not like it, and you could just move on to something else if you have that type of time and, you know, leisure. And, you know, if you work a full-time job, maybe try to do a part-time at a funeral home, like 1 day a week or 1 day every 2 weeks or something like that, to see if you really like it. But I will say a lot of people in the funeral services program, they are older. So please do not get discouraged about age. I really can say that I'm probably the youngest. I'm 24. I'm probably the youngest person in my classes. So please do not get discouraged about age. Age is nothing but a number, because I can honestly say some people, they are very old. They're older, coming back trying to get their license because they said they wanted to do it when they were younger, didn't have the chance, and they're coming back to school. So please do not let age get in the way. If this is something you think you want to do, please pursue it. See if you like it, because you don't want to have regrets later on. So I really hope this was an informative video for you all. I don't know why the sun is setting like that, but if you all have any questions, please comment them down below. I will be sure to answer them for you. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe before you guys leave, and I will see y'all next time.